Okay, so hi, I'm Ashley Hart. You can call me Ashy or Ash, whatever you want. My name's Ashley, but a lot of people just call me Ashley Hart. And today, oh, this is gonna be so fun. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with these charms. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can. Yes, these charms. Okay, this is what it looks like if it'll focus. Some people do this. I'm gonna start doing this now. They're like little ethereal jar thingies that are filled with glitter, and they're glitter stars, so I think that'll be really cute in some kind of charm, because I'm trying to make a charm right now. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. And I also have these key rings. Look at that. Oh, little moons. So I feel like it would make sense if I did something like this. I made it into like some type of like cloudy, starry night. I don't know. But I also have this mold, which is for resin, and I'm not doing resin because I feel like I have less control with the resin and I'm not too good at it. So I'm just gonna use it to cut out pieces of clay out of the Sculpey clay that I found at Walmart. They have all the stuff on discount. That's the important part. And I also have baby oil, so I was thinking I'm gonna make a makeshift shaker charm, and it's gonna be all those elements in one. It's gonna be awesome, and hopefully it's not gonna be that messy.
Okay, so first off, I have to prep my work area, which is the back side of my cutting mat. Yes, so I usually work on this cutting mat a lot. That's why it's really dirty, so I'm just cleaning it up with rubbing alcohol and a tissue paper.
Okay, I think this might be the best that I can do here. I'm gonna take this off because it's not gonna fit like the mold size that I have planned. Okay, so now that we're basically ready to start our clay thing, the plan is, again, I'm going to make a clay mold like so, and it's gonna be just like this, and it's gonna have a hole in the center so that I can put plastic over it and fill it with baby oil. I think that's my plan. I don't know if that's how it's gonna go, and I don't know if I'm gonna execute it well, but I'm really planning and hoping it will, because I've made some of these things. And let me show you an example. This is the result of what I tried to make, and I tried to cover it with like normal casting resin. Did not go well. This is the idea. Now we're gonna do this better than this. And I also made this one that didn't have a hole, but it has like a little space, a little pocket. I don't know. I think I liked this one more, so this is what we're gonna try to recreate, but better and not as bad. Okay, so I got my original Sculpey clay that I got from Walmart, so I'm gonna open it. I'm just gonna open the side because that way it's just easier and it won't dry out. Oh, okay. Okay, I don't even need my scissors. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Maybe I do need my scissors. Yeah. 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 Nice. Alright. Nice. Okay. I'm thinking you're supposed to cut within the grooves of the predetermined lines of the Sculpey clay. So that's what I want to do. Hold on. Let me get this really blunt and broken X-Acto knife. I don't know if you can tell. The tip is... it's off. So I'm just going to do that. It's very soft right now. That's probably because it's like fresh from the packet. So I'm just gonna... Okay, I'm back, and now I have this rolling pin. This whatever it is. And this thingamajig. I don't know. I like this one because it does like softening. It softens the clay. Okay, I'm going to tape down these pencils now, probably around here just a little bit more so I'd have more like a workaround. I'm trying to get it just right. And I'm just using regular like washi tape. My parents actually gifted me this tape. I think it's like washi duct tape. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hopefully it doesn't slide too much later. I'll fix that. But yeah, it's washi duct tape and it is very useful. I use it mostly for my watercolor paintings because I like to have the crisp edges. And so I just put this on the edge of my watercolor paintings.
So now I'm just rolling it into place to get it to that perfect shape where I can cut it into the crescent moon. And cutting it into the crescent moon was a little difficult because, and you'll see this in a second, once I cut out the center part, I did not expect the outer rim to just fully collapse. So instead I just ended up using the actual center part and just creating little divots in the center so I can fill it up with baby oil. Honestly, I found this technique a lot easier than my first idea. And my first idea was basically putting two pieces of plastic and having the center be like completely see-through. So you can see from like the back side and the front side. But honestly, this way was a lot easier. And even though it was a lot smaller, it meant that I could make more from less clay, so that was definitely a bonus. And after I got into the rhythm of making one shape, it was just really easy to continue and make the next four, especially after making a template of the shape from a piece of cardboard I had. It was very useful. Honestly, it was super useful. So I really recommend using templates if you can.
Okay, I think I am finally done with making little indents, little like divots into each crescent moon that I made. Yeah, like that. Some of them aren't as smooth, but I was thinking after I bake them in the oven, I could just use my sanding paper and sand it down. I think that might be the best thing I could do because it's kind of hard to smooth it out. I don't know how other people just like smooth it out with their finger. It might take a lot of time for them, honestly. I don't know, but I am going to sand it down once I put it in the oven. Now first, because I want to connect this and I want to connect this into one, I think I'm going to make holes into the crescent moons so that way I can just make it easier for me. So I have a little piece of clay on my finger, but I don't know what these are called, but it's like a little screwy thing that you can screw onto the bottom or tops of your charms and stuff. And I have some of these, and I'm gonna do that with each thing, each crescent moon I have. And I think I'm gonna do two for each because obviously one is for the keychain part. So like this. I'm gonna put it here by like the highest point. And I'm gonna put one right where. Ooh, this is kind of hard. I want to like get it. So it'd be probably here. Okay. Okay, and this is what essentially I'm gonna try to do. I'm just making holes for now because I feel like it's not secure unless I like super glue them in. So I'm just gonna make holes so it's easier to put in after they bake. So yeah. So I have them all pre-put in. So the last thing I need to do is go preheat my oven to whatever temperature. So 275 for 15 minutes is what I'm gonna do. 275 Fahrenheit for 15 minutes per 1/4 inch of thickness. So I'm probably gonna leave them in there for like 1/4 inch, just like, so maybe 30 minutes, and we'll see from there. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so I put them on a cooking sheet so that it won't get on the glass whenever I take it off. Did that, and we're gonna put it in the oven for 275 in the oven for 15 minutes. I'm doing 30. I'm just gonna do 30 because that's what I've always done, and it's always turned out okay. So there it is, cooking. Okay, I think they're done. It's been about 30 minutes. And look at them! Look at that. Look nice. It's not even that hot. Okay. And this is the best part. Go away! Anyways, this is the best part. You wait for them to not be hot anymore because that's when they actually harden. After they cool down. Because right here, they're still malleable. Like, you can still, you know, crush them. Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna wait for them to cool down. Okay, so they are fully dry. Fully dry. They're a little, like, crispy looking. But it's like I said, I'm gonna sand it down with sanding paper. And I'm gonna use this sanding paper. So I already used it before. I think, what's the name for it? Hold on. Gator. Fine 1/4 sheet clamp-on sandpaper. This is for like the actual machine, but I just use it with my hands. Okay, so that took a while. That took a lot of manpower, but I got some tissues and rubbing alcohol, and this is what we're gonna do. We're going to put some rubbing alcohol on the tissue paper, just a little bit, and we're gonna clean it off because there's a lot of dust and debris on each one now after all the shaving from the sanding paper. From sanding it all. Okay, hi. Alright, these are the paints I'm going to be using. They're Artist Loft and Master Touch, so 2 different company brands. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be using. Those 2 and maybe yellow. I don't know. It really depends on what I'm feeling. And then I also picked out this pink one. It's like Apple Barrel, the Walmart brand. You know, I'm out here getting the cheap stuff because, you know, you don't need to break the bank to make something look good. I'm also using the sky blue one. And this old dirty plastic paint thingy. I forgot what these are called too. These are called something. But I'm using it. And my paint mixer thing. And then I'm forgetting something. I am forgetting something. Oh, okay, I wanted to show you guys. I have this glitter paint. Hold on. There it is. This glitter. I mean, I feel like this is like a mix-in that you mix in with like your paint, and it shows while you paint, like, you know, it just shows in your paint. But the bad thing about it is it has yellow, and I don't really want yellow in it because the little bottles will show. is mostly pink, purple, blue, white, right? So that's the plan, to stick with that color scheme. So I'm thinking, you know, pink, purple, blue, white. Pink, purple, blue, white. We could just mix to get purple. And then I was going to somehow make it look like clouds. We'll see. We'll see. You'll see. You'll see. Okay, so these are my colors. I've got this pastel looking pink and this pastel looking blue, and then just simply white. I might mix the pink and the blue together to get a little purple, but for now I'm gonna stick with these three colors because that's what's in the bottle, basically. Oh, cutie. And also I feel like I might do like a really light yellow. Maybe. I'm gonna do a really light yellow. I'm just gonna straight up just paint and see what I come up with. Like I was saying, I'm really hoping I'll come up with some like cloud type of, I don't know, aesthetic.
So yeah, I figured I would still make a little bit of yellow. I think it would be like a nice highlight for the clouds, and in the bottle there is a little bit of yellow shining through, so it would just work with the color scheme. And of course, I always have a little bit of white because I feel like you always need white in painting when you are trying to paint clay pens and stuff. Also, I was going to use blue for the clouds, but then I had decided, well, there needs to be like a background for the clouds. So of course I used blue for the background. I think it worked pretty well because usually blue is, you know, the sky color, and having pink clouds with a yellow tint kind of makes it cute and contrasts well with blue, because if you think about it, even though they're pastel colors, those are still primary colors, so it still works. Even though this was really fun to paint, it still took a lot of time. I think I spent about an hour trying to get everything perfect, and at some point I had to double paint because the acrylic paint was just not opaque enough for it to go through the first round. So I definitely took a lot of time, but it was worth it because I really liked the outcome of the clouds and how they turned out.
Okay, I am so tired from doing this all day. I blended it a bit more. I wanted it to look like this, but this is on a bigger canvas and this is on a smaller scale. So I still think it's pretty cute though for what it is. Yeah, I really like it. I think it's gonna look better when I put like UV resin over it because it'll be more clear, more glossy. And yeah, I really like it. I really like it. It's not this, but this is still pretty good, and I'm gonna stick with it. My hand is cramping. We're done for today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna finish it up and put UV resin on it, and then cure it outside for a few freaking hours because that takes a long time, and then we'll assemble it all, and we might be done. Today is day 2. It is currently really cloudy outside, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fully cure my charms with UV resin because I mean, I have a little like UV resin lamp. Let me find it. I have this little UV resin lamp. Yeah, and I feel like it doesn't fully cure anything. It definitely like starts to cure, but it never fully cures. And I usually use the UV light from the sun, like that's natural, you know. But it's very cloudy today, so I don't know if it's gonna fully cure, but we're still gonna try it because the next 2 days it's supposed to rain a lot, and I really want to get this over with. So okay, so this is what they ended up looking like overnight. I did paint the back side off camera because it was getting really late and I was getting tired, but I wanted to at least get a head start for the next day. So I'm going to put some baby oil, some charms in here, and then cut pieces of like clear plastic to size to like put over this. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So yes, change of scenery because everything is just easier on the floor.
But this is the part where I am going to cut out pieces of plastic that are to size per each moon, because each moon has different divot sizes, if that makes sense. Like the area of the hole that I made is just wider in some of them and some of them are smaller. It is what it is. And yeah, this part doesn't take too much time, to be honest. It's the easiest part out of all of it. The next part I'm going to do is add some baby oil to each moon and then add certain sparkles to it. Also, once you're done with that, I usually put UV resin around the rim of the hole, and then I just kind of push down the plastic onto it so that it sticks on a little bit more, and then I cure it with a lamp, so that way it quickly sticks on. It's just easier that way. And then right after this, I topped it off with UV resin and went outside and put them outside to fully cure in the sun.
Okay, so I just wanted to update. They are fully cured on the top, and this one turned out pretty good. This one turned out pretty good. This one did not. This one turned out pretty good, and this one turned out good. This one turned out really cloudy. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can see. Oh, it looks like I still have baby oil on me too, but it's dripping baby oil. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna keep this one for myself because it's super cloudy, and I think it's because I accidentally got resin inside with the baby oil, and that's just what it gave me after that, and that's very unfortunate. But I really like how it turned out. However, it's not done because I still need to do the backside. So that's what we're gonna do, and I'll come back with y'all with the update in a few hours probably. Okay, so after all of that, I ended up with 5 resined, UV resined shaker charms that I'm about to assemble. They turned out like this, and I think only 4 of them turned out pretty well. There's one of them that turned out like really cloudy. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's this one, and I think it's because I might have accidentally gotten UV resin in with the baby oil that I was using for the inside part of the shaker charm, so that's probably why it's a little cloudy. It still works, but it's really ugly, so I'm gonna keep that one. That one's gonna be mine. This is just a close-up, and also don't mind the dirty work thing. Yeah, she's a little dirty, but this is just a close-up of how they look.
After curing them twice in the sun, one for the front and one for the back, I was ready to fully assemble them. So this meant screwing in each little key ring thing. I still don't know what that's called, but I have them. The part that I'm screwing in right now. And I used E6000 glue for that. And then I just kind of pushed in the jump ring, the large jump ring on it. And then I used pliers to assemble the rest.
I'm not really happy right now because I pressed really hard on the plastic part. Even though it was covered with resin, I still pressed on it, and parts of the plastic lifted and the baby oil was seeping through, and I had to flash resin it because it was coming out, honestly. And I am very upset because these next 2 days are gonna be just constant rain. It was raining a little bit earlier today. It's already dark, so I'm not gonna have time to cure them outside. And they don't cure well with the lamp. They cure, but it's still sticky after, So I'm really sad about that. But the 3 that did survive look like this. Look how cute they are. It's got the little moon clamp thing going on. It's got the little jar. And the one that's cloudy survived, so I'm kind of upset about that. If any of them were gonna not survive, it should have been the cloudy one, but that's on me. But here we go. We have this one for show. Yes, and then I have this one. Just it twirls because this clamp twirls, so you could just twirl it. Yes, and I'm thinking I wanted to put them on Etsy and sell them on there, but I feel kind of bad about the other 2 that just like squirted out baby oil. But anything I don't sell, I plan on selling through tabling, so like events, like festivals and stuff. I have a few things that haven't sold that I am planning on selling there, and maybe update on that later, but that'll probably be a next year, a 2024 year thing, not this year. It's way too late in the game to do that right now for me. But I like how they turned out. I'm just disappointed on what happened. But I really like how they turned out. So yeah, thanks for joining me. If you wanna continue the journey on a different vlog, I'll probably be vlogging more of my clay pins and clay whatever in the future. Honestly, I make a lot of clay pins mostly, so that's why I was like, this is the first time I've ever done this, because I've never made a clay charm. But I feel like I'm gonna make more. I'm probably gonna make more, honestly. I have different like clamp styles too, so I'm excited to do that. I'm excited to do new things, so that'll be really fun. And I still have a lot of Sculpey clay left over. I still have a lot of that left over. And yeah, so if you guys want to see more of that, yeah, so follow me on any social media account. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X. I'm on X now, okay? And YouTube, of course. So subscribe if you want more, and I'll try to get these vlogs out more consistently. I want to do at least once a week. We'll see if I can do that. This was really fun. This was actually really fun. Yeah, this was really fun to make. So I'm excited for the next one, and I hope you guys are too. Anyways, thanks for joining. Bye.
Right there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. I wish we were bold to just fly away. I don't wanna care